This is the scrapyard Alaia surfboard build. I got some random pieces of wood from a buddy, so it's time to make an Alaia. I started by drawing out my plans and got to cutting. As most of us know, Hawaiians were the original inventors of surfing. But did you know that the length of the surfboard and the type of wood that the surfboard was made of differed between royalty and commoners? Ali'i, or Hawaiian royalty, rode olo, which were typically made of wili wood and ranged anywhere from 14 to 24 feet long. On the other hand, commoners, or makaʻāinana, rode Alaia boards, which were short and thin. Once I figured out how to turn my scrap wood into a blank, I glued it all together. And then I found some foam in the dumpster that I thought would be perfect for the pukas in the middle. Once everything was glued up, I traced my template on the board, and I was pretty stoked on how it looked so far. At this point, I brought it into the shop and started cutting out the shape. I'm lucky enough to have power tools, but Alaia surfboards were traditionally shaped by hand, using axes, coral scrapers, adzes, and sharkskin sandpaper. These boards were traditionally made of ulu wood or koa, but this one is made out of redwood because that's what I had. What's interesting is that in 1885, 3 young Hawaiian princes brought surfing to Santa Cruz, California, and these princes rode olo boards made out of redwood. When I was shaping, it was pretty difficult because the foam and different types of wood had different consistencies, so I had to be real careful not to rip it to shreds. Surfing likely occurred throughout different parts of the Hawaiian island, but one well-known spot is Waikiki Beach, which later became famous for the Waikiki Beach Boys. These Beach Boys represented the very basis of what aloha is all about. They offered surfing lessons, canoe rides, and lifeguarding services for tourists. Today, the tourism industry has commodified the Hawaiian culture and does not give back to the local communities. As I was shaping this Alaia surfboard, I felt a connection to the craft I was creating. This feeling must have been similar to that of the native Hawaiians. Surfing is a deeply spiritual practice, and it brings together a connection between the surfer and the sea. Traditionally, when native Hawaiians found the perfect tree to create a surfboard, an offering, or ho'ukupu, would be given back to the aina, or the land. These offerings, along with chants, or olis, would be requests for permission to take the tree. Traditional olo and Alaia surfboards were coated in kukuina oil to help waterproof the wood. Since I incorporated some foam, I decided to fiberglass mine. The fiberglass I used was primarily scrap pieces from other projects, although I had to use fresh resin. Once the final coat was sealed, everything looked nice and shiny. And now that the Alaia is built, it's time to go test it out. Let me know in the comments what break you think I should take it out at.